Kevin Davis coming to you with another midweek motivation. My goal with these midweek motivation is to inspire you, to equip you, and to motivate you to live the life you were created to live. Today my topic is input equals output. Let me ask you a simple question. Can you think of something you could do in the next 2 weeks that could make your life better? I believe each person listening can respond with a raised hand, with a vocal yes. Of course you could. Each of us can think of things that we could do to make things better in our life. Now, let me ask you another question. Can you think of something you could do in the next 2 weeks that could make your life worse? Once again, I'm sure each person listening could say, of course. That is very important. Because answering those 2 questions with a yes, you just told yourself that you have the power to make your life better or worse. It's not someone else. It is not the boss. It is not the economy. It's not even your spouse. It's not your mother or your father. You. The choice is yours. Have you ever heard the saying, garbage in, garbage out? I think I would be safe in saying that this is a phrase most of us have heard at some point in our lives. You realize this phrase originated in the mid-20th century in the field of computing, but it does have a more general application. The basis is simply incorrect or poor quality input inevitably produces faulty output. If you're not satisfied with your current output and your results, the first step to changing the output is to pay close attention to everything you spend your time doing. The things that you spend your time doing creates the input that results in the output. Ask yourself this question. Are the things that you spend most of your time doing getting you closer to your goals, closer to achieving your dreams, or are they taking you farther away from where you would really like to be? It is often said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. To change your output, you must first change your input. One of my favorite Zig Ziglar quotes is, "You are who you are and what you are because of what has gone into your mind." You can change who you are and what you are by changing what goes into your mind. Thousands of years ago, one of the wisest men to ever live, King Solomon, said in Proverbs 4:23, he says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life." He was basically saying your input will equal your output. You can determine the course of your life by what you allow into your heart. We guard our heart through guarding our minds. Napoleon Hill said, "If you fail to control your own mind, you may be sure that you will control nothing else." How do we guard our mind? We guard our mind by controlling what we allow into it. Things enter into our minds different ways. Humans have 5 basic senses: touch, sight, hearing, smell, taste. The sensing organs associated with each sense send information to the brain to help us understand and perceive the world around us. Our input is composed of the things that we feel, the things that we see, the things that we hear, the things that we smell, and the things that we taste. What we watch on television, what we look at on the computer, the things that we read, the things that we listen to, what we allow others to say to us. These are all inputs that determines our output. What would you do if I brought a trash can full of trash into your home and I just dumped it in your living room, spread it all across your room? I'd say we'd have some problems. You just wouldn't accept that, would you? If you wouldn't accept that, why would you allow things that you look at, things that you see, things that you read, things that other people say, dump negative thoughts and ideals into your mind? There's no difference. The quality of your input determines and predicts your habits, your character, your attitudes, your beliefs, and your results. Change your input and to create the output that you desire. Commit to working differently. Commit to changing something. Commit to change itself. Commit to the process of ever improving yourself each day. Small changes are the beginning of big results. The message is simple. Focus on activities that produce the best outcomes for you. Nothing great comes without investment. If you want to get a lot out of something, you must put a lot into something. That applies to all of life. Your career, your school, your hobbies, your relationships, your marriage. The output is directly correlated to the investment that you put in. Your input choices really reflect your goals, your dreams, your desires, and even your values. To determine what your input should be, you must first determine what is your desired output? What does it look like? What are your dreams? Once you know what your desired output is, you then can choose the input that you need to increase or omit in your life, as well as the input you need to increase or improve in your life. What input right now do you need to decrease or omit in your life to make you who you want to be? What input do you need to increase or improve in your life to live the life you dream of? Once again, allow me to close with this great quote from Zig Ziglar. You are who you are and what you are because of what has gone into your mind. You can change who you are and what you are by changing what goes into your mind. I trust this midweek motivation has inspired you, equipped you, and motivated you to realize input equals output, and you have the choice to choose what you allow into your mind. Have a great remainder of your week. May God bless you. Until next week when we come to you again with another midweek motivation.